Hey, how y'all doing, everybody? Thank y'all so much for tuning in with Walking with the Williams, where we try to help.
Oh, I can't be looking down. The camera's up here. Okay.
I'm not editing that out. Okay. How y'all doing? Welcome to the Williams. Welcome to Walking with the Williams, where we try to help out married couples, newly married couples, new parents, whatever, whoever's willing to tune in.
Or just you following our life, whichever.
Yeah, you're just following our life, which is perfectly fine. But what we wanted to do today is go over our 2021 goals. We did this last year, and one of the things that we saw was that because it was something that we could constantly look at.
I need to put an S. It's more than one goal.
Okay. But because it was something that we could constantly look at, one of the things that was really great is that it kind of every day it reminded us of what we needed to do, right? And so this year we're going to do it a little bit different, but somebody actually requested that we do a video on how we come up with our family goals.
Yeah, so, we did like an IG live or something when we were in quarantine, and I remember us mentioning our goals, and then I think I put a picture of our goal board on Instagram, and so somebody was like, "Oh, you should do a video on how y'all come up with y'all goals and y'all goals for the year." So here we are.
Yeah,
we listen,
and I definitely think that everybody should have goals, no matter if you're single or if you are married or if you have kids or you have a career. Everybody should have goals for everything that you do in your life. I saw a really cool quote, and I wanted to say this. It said, "A goal without a plan is just a wish." Mm-hmm. That was by Antoine de Saint. Don't know who that person is, but I did see this quote and thought it was pretty cool, because I do believe that. I believe that if you have a goal but you don't have a plan to obtain it, I think it's just a wish. And I think the best person that's ever taught me that was this one right here. She is all about the plans.
I gotta write it down.
And she's all about a plan, but I am all about action. So
goals get me through. Like I'm a to-do list person. So like when I have my to-do list for the week of the day, when I do that little checklist, it does something to my heart. And I'm going to put a picture in this video of our 2020 goals so you can see them. Mm-hmm. And you'll see I was marking. Oh, I don't know if I have a picture when I marked them off. But I would literally come to the board and check them off when we would do them.
We probably got a picture somewhere how we check them off.
Yes, but it fulfills me in my soul. And I just feel like when you write down goals, they come to pass because you're focused on them.
Yeah, definitely. I think so. So let's go ahead and get started. We don't want this video to be too long. So let's go ahead and go over our first goal, which is...
And I have them typed up on my phone, so if I'm looking at my phone, that's why I'm not watching a video. Okay? So our first goal is to put 4 trips on the calendar. Why are we doing that, babe?
So the reason why we said we want to do 4 trips is, number one, I don't think we've ever done 4 trips other than going back to where we're from.
Oh my God. I can't tell folks what profession I'm in if they don't know.
No. But yeah, I don't think that we've ever done 4 trips. And because last year we didn't really take any trips, what we want to do is that we want to safely take 4 trips. Mm-hmm. I do believe that every person needs some type of rest. Okay, whatever that may mean for you, it may not mean going out of the country or going to these different places. Maybe it's just taking a staycation where you are. But I do think that as working individuals and as new parents, we need that time, and not just for us, but for the people around us. Because if we're not taking care of ourselves, then we can't take care of the people around us.
Our child.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah, so we definitely want to go ahead and get 4 trips on the board. And we may not even take all 4 of those trips, but it's good to have them on the calendar so that we can look forward to something as we're working and doing our day-to-day when it comes to
Let me talk about this one.
Oh, God. Number 2.
Our second goal. Let me get close to the people.
You're going to get out of focus now.
Is to buy mom van. If you don't know me personally, I have this dream to drive a mom van, okay? I think it started because we used to go on trips with my stepdad and my mom places in the van, and it was just so family and homey, and it reminds me of family. So I've had a desire to have my van for so long. How long? Probably since you've known me.
Oh Lord Jesus.
Probably since we've known each other.
Like most people's dream car are like Lamborghinis, Bugattis, and she's like, "Oh God, I just want a mom van."
Listen, here's my plan. On my 30th birthday, I want to come out to the driveway. I want there to be a boat on top of the mom van. Hold him accountable. Okay, if you know him, hold him accountable. And then what I want to do is I just want to drive around the town and go pick up all my friends in my van, which I can do that because it's probably going to hold, 7, 8 people. And we just drive around in my mom van. Buy my van. Why is this important?
Mostly cash, because we actually have paid off all our cars, currently paying off other debt. And so if we buy a car, I don't want that to be an extra burden on us.
Yes.
So if I could close a bunch of deals and get us, a $30,000, $40,000 car or van, mostly cash, I think that would be pretty cool. So that is my goal. That will be my birthday present to her for her 30th birthday, her dirty 30. Her dirty 30.
Okay, you can talk about this one. Two investment properties.
Yeah. So, as you all know, I am a real estate agent.
They might not know.
Oh, yeah. As you may know, I am a real estate agent here in the Memphis, Tennessee area. And so, one of the biggest things about real estate is this. Real estate has probably made the most millionaires of anything ever in history, right? And so when it comes to that, I focus a lot on, I love helping people purchase homes and become homeowners, but I want to have something where, we have this residual income coming in so that I'm not tied to a 9 to 5, or I'm not tied to real estate and I can quit whenever I want to versus me being, 50, 60 years old, still doing it, not because I love it, but because I have to, and so I think that us acquiring 2 investment properties a year, and then also too, my real estate goal is to do 24 deals. If you don't know what a deal is if I help you buy a house or if I help you sell a house. So if I help you buy and sell a house, that's 2 deals. My goal is to do 24 deals, right? So that means I can have 12 people sell their house, and then they have to buy another home. Boom, that's 24 deals. But I think that will get me on my goal to buy her a van. Woo! And also to be able to use the cash to get those investment properties. So.
Good. The next one is, I sound like a teacher. I feel like I'm at the board. What was your answer? Good, that's great. I miss being in person. Okay. The next one is keep 3 months of bill money set aside. We won't put the exact amount because that's our business, but consistently keep 3 months of bill money. Why we got that one?
And you can talk about that.
Oh, okay.
So tell me, why should we have 3 months of bill money in savings?
This is important because, as we saw in 2020, things are unpredictable, okay? And so, jobs were lost, people were home longer than expected. Some people did not know where their next check was coming from. We had a batch of time where we weren't getting consistent checks as well. And so, what that made us think about is, okay, well, we need to make sure that if something like this was to happen again, we could at least pay our bills for 3 months. Some people do like up to 6 months. We were just going to do baby steps and do 3 months of bills. So we know if something like that happened again, if one of us got injured, something, we could survive from our bank account, our basic needs for 3 months.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's important. You should always have a nest egg somewhere, just in case something happens. Because a lot of people be like, well, this is going to happen to me. Da, da, da. But the thing is, things do happen.
We saw it in 2020.
Nobody saw 2020 coming. And I say 2020 because there was a lot of like crazy stuff that happened in 2020. And so nobody saw the whole year of 2020 coming. But it came. And so...
You got to be ready.
And
if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready.
Gotta get ready. My kids. Come on. If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready.
Exactly. Shoot. So to go along with this one, which the one I'm about to put should probably go before this one, but it's okay. Is to budget weekly. Like we started off, I feel like this year budgeting, and then we fell off because it takes time and patience.
But why is it important to budget?
Well, if you are if this is one of our goals to consistently keep 3 months of bill money, then in order to get to that, we need to budget weekly and understand where our money is going. So like, are we spending way too much money eating out when we can just cook at home and we can cut down the bill and put it in this 3 months of savings?
Right.
So you got to see where your money is going.
Yeah. So this is something I'm going to bring this up a little bit later of how we're going to break all this down. But that is very, very important to budget weekly. You need to sit down, designate a day to sit down and go over what's coming in, what's going out. Because when I was working at a bank, there was people that were owing money to the bank, but they were making enough money to pay their bills, which meant that they were just overspending and doing unnecessary things. And so if you can catch those things, you can say, hey, okay, maybe I need to cancel that Planet Fitness gym membership that I never use, or Disney Plus, or Netflix, because I have other things that I can look at.
Unless you're on your mama, let Netflix just keep it going. Thanks, Mom. So, goal number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is to upload at least one video a week. We just really felt like we could do it and upload videos to YouTube, and we started in December 2nd. And so we told ourselves that we at least want to be consistent for a year just to see how it goes. We're not saying that we're going to be a big YouTube page or have all these subscribers, but for the 59 of you that are already here, we at least want to provide you with content, either marriage talks, parenting talks, just random vlogs of our life, at least one video a week. It's all about consistency,
and it's very fun.
I like having the camera because we record stuff all the time anyway. That's why we was like, we have so much footage on our phones, and we both have an actual camera, and it's like, might as well share it with people. Yeah.
Hold on. All right, go ahead.
You thought you heard her?
Yeah, I thought I heard it.
All right, our next one is date night. Talk about this one.
All right. So the reason why I put on our goal list to do a date night at least every 2 weeks is because you have to take care of each other. So again, you can take care of the people around you, but also so we can take care of Cairo. So a lot of parents, they parent in the same household, but they parent separately. Yeah. And it's because they don't have that.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. That's good. Say that again.
They parent in the same household, but they parent separately. Ooh. So they're still operating as single parents. Yeah. And it's because they're not taking care of each other. Now, if they don't take care of each other, I don't want to sacrifice. Right? There you go. Come on, Bishop. Look, so if we're taking care of each other, it's very, very, it's easier to take care of Cairo, right? And then also to love on the people around us. And we're not living these separate lives, but the way that we do that is nipping things in the bud by doing our date nights, dating each other, loving on each other, conversating with each other. But also too, during those date nights, you can sit down by yourselves and have talks. Have talks like, hey man, what do we need to work on? And it don't have to be heavy and deep, but you can be at the restaurant and just be like, so what are some things that you think we might need to work on? And I mean, you can do it that way and work on it that way. So I think
the time definitely needs to be carved out, because now you just get stuck in your everyday routine.
Yeah, definitely.
The next one is get the deck redone. Why do we want to get the deck?
So let me go ahead and tell y'all about this. So we want to go ahead and get our deck redone. Why? Because we used to do something once a month called Daiquiris on the Deck. We would send out invitations. We would go get the daiquiri mix. We would go get the extra stuff that y'all already know about. Liquor. And we go ahead and we would make daiquiris on our deck, and people would come over. We would have decorations. We would have music. And the only thing that we wanted people to do was help out a little bit.
And the purpose of the deck getting redone.
My bad.
It's because of the deck is just chipping. There's some like rotting wood parts on the deck. It's not stained.
It's not really rotting. It's like soft. I guess that's the same thing.
Yeah, and we don't want anybody to come and fall on our deck. The next one is do 12 days of Christmas.
So 12 days of Christmas is where we as the Williams will go out each day and give somebody $100. Or we will spend $100 helping somebody each day 12 days before Christmas. And so I feel like this is very, very important for us because money has always been a thing that's been very important to us, but we've always thought about it in two different ways. I was very loose with my money, but I never thought money would run out. She was always saving her money because she believed their money would run out. So this is something where we can kind of meet each other in the middle and still bless people.
Our final goal is probably the most important to accomplish these other 9 goals, because it's just necessary. Without this last goal, like, we can't achieve everything else. So, I'm dying. Might not be able to write the last goal.
Continue to sacrifice and
slash teamwork. That's what I heard.
slash teamwork. I think that it's very, very important that you continue to sacrifice for each other, for the good of each other. So there are going to be things that you're not going to want to do as a husband that you're going to have to do for your wife. Okay? And it's not who I am. If Jasmine told me, I like flowers and I would love for you to bring me flowers every day, I would figure out a way.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to look down.
It's okay. I would figure out a way to get her flowers every day. But I think the thing is like, when it comes to sacrificing and being a team, it's important because my father-in-law said, always remember that you as a husband and wife, y'all are on the same team. And that is something that you have to tell yourself daily, because I have to understand that the decisions that Jasmine make is not to harm me and not to harm our future, because we are a team.
And since we're a team, because if you're a team, then you're able to hold each other accountable without the other person getting upset.
Yes.
And there's no way that we can keep a weekly budget or consistently keep 3 months of savings or him and have these 24 deals if I'm trying to hold him accountable and he gets upset and doesn't want to listen. Like, it just wouldn't work.
Yeah. And I think, and one of the things that I learned when I was at Regents, I had a manager, really, really great manager. And one of the things that she said was, if I was in a marriage, she says, I consistently come in and take crap from everybody else, and I'm willing to withhold my words and withhold everything and do the right thing for these people, even though they're upset at me. They might be yelling, they might cuss her out, all this different stuff, but she can hold that back for somebody that she doesn't know. But for somebody that she loves, you can't have that same restraint. And when I think about that, I think about, I'm willing to sacrifice for everybody else. I'm willing to do everything that my boss tells me to do. I'm willing to do everything that my friends are pulling me, family is pulling me, and I'm running around and doing all these different things. But the instant that my wife says that she needs something, I sit up here and get upset. Mm-hmm. Why you need all this? Da, 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 da. And for me, this is really important, is to continue to sacrifice and know that we're on the same team.
Mm-hmm. And that can get hard sometimes, I think, when you have a new kid in the picture. But That's why, this was part of our 2020 goal, like, not to get lost and be a parents and still date each other and things like that. And so we want to continue this to our 2021 goals. Right. So, yeah. So what are we going to end up doing with these goals? Not in this video necessarily. We just wanted to show you how we think through these goals and what it looks like for us to actually put them on our board and the why behind them. But what are we going to do to make sure they're actually achievable? Yeah,
so if you all want us to, we can make a second video on how we break this stuff down. Just hit the like button, comment down below, let us know some of your yearly goals and how
Please let us know. Especially if you we want to know everybody's yearly goals. Like, if you have a spouse, do y'all make goals together in your marriage, or do you make individual goals?
Yeah, definitely let us know down in the comments if you all want us to make a follow-up video to this, because what we like to do is, now that we have our yearly goals there, now we break them down into quarterly goals, monthly goals, and then weekly goals. And you don't have to go that deep as far as weekly goals, but you can break it down into quarters or months. And what I'm saying is that you just need to break it down into smaller bites so that a lot of this stuff feels achievable.
Yeah.
Number one.
Because this, right now, this feels like a lot. Like, for somebody like me, this is like, ooh, this is a lot that we want to accomplish. But if we break it down into quarters or months, and I'm like, okay, we can do this.
Yeah. So what does it look like for you to have 3 months of savings in your account on December 31st? Mm-hmm. Okay, well, let's break it down. Because then you start to look and you be like, oh, well, shoot.
I guess not
every month I only need to save maybe $700, mm-hmm. maybe $500. Everybody's bills are different, right? And so you be like, oh, I can do that, right? When it comes to budgeting weekly or maybe doing a video, okay, so I might break this down and I may say I want to put out one video a week, But okay, so now I'm gonna break this down.
What do I have to do each day?
What do I need to do each day?
What day do I need to edit? What day do I need to film? What day do I need to put it up?
Yeah, and that way it keeps you on track, and you're not forgetting about your goals because they are constantly in your face, in your calendars and everything like that. Mm-hmm. So if I keep saying, all right, so what am I doing today in order to be sacrificial and to be a team? This will become a habit, right? I won't have to think about this goal. When it comes to doing the 12 days of Christmas, all right, cool. What do I need to do? This and the 3-month savings, that goes into my weekly budget. Mm-hmm. Well, all right, cool. So we need to constantly be talking about these different things.
Those are our Williams goals for 2021. Some could change. We might add some. If we do, we'll let you guys know. But these are the ones that we have come up with so far. It's the beginning of a year. We need goals for the year, and we're gonna get it done. Maybe we'll just check in, when we accomplish one. We could just do a video of we did it. Remember, we did it from our goal board. I'll check it off. We can explain how we did it. But that's it. We need to go get our child because he's asleep. And he's been asleep too long. It's almost his bedtime. He needs to wake up.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
It is his bedtime.